Hi there, I'm Katie Lemieux.
Hey everybody, Dr. Kate Campbell.
So you guys are probably wondering, like, how did two therapists decide to create attorney-approved, customizable private practice paperwork?
Yeah, good question, right?
That is a good question. So we'd love to share with you our stories.
Yeah, so when I first got into private practice over a decade ago, I didn't really know a lot about it. And I obviously had to learn a lot of things the hard way. I got into somebody's practice and I used their hand-me-down paperwork at the time because I couldn't afford to go out and get my own attorney at that time, and I thought I would be covered. And you know what? It's not like wearing a pair of hand-me-down jeans that somebody gives you and they're all nice and comfy and worn down. You don't want paperwork with holes in it.
And they're in style. Hand-me-down paperwork is never in style.
Never in style, yeah, definitely not. You don't want to be open to risk and liability in your practice.
And so for me, very similar story to Kate, guilty as charged. When I got into private practice, my plan was, oh wait, there was no plan. And I also had hand-me-down paperwork gifted by another colleague, which I was really grateful for at the time. And then I saw all the different holes because I came from actually a management and leadership position where we did a lot of auditing. And I looked at all the areas that were lacking in the paperwork that I had. So I started to clean up my own. Again, I didn't pay for an attorney at that time because when you're in private practice, you're managing your money and marketing and your website and your SEO and all these other expenses. It's like, who wants to pay an attorney $400+ an hour to review your paperwork? So there was a pinnacle point, and there was really an epiphany like that actually had us create this attorney-approved customizable paperwork
With your supervisee, right?
Yeah, and so I was in supervision one day, and I was sitting with my interns, and one of my interns was getting like so close to being licensed. I was so super excited. We've been talking about private practice for a long time, and she had found an office, and I, just like a good supervisor, we were going through the checklist of everything that she needed to get done, and I came across and I said, well, what about your paperwork? She goes, oh, the person I'm going to rent from, I can use their paperwork. I was like, really? Is that so? I was like, well, did you get a copy of the paperwork? Have you reviewed it? Have you had an attorney review it? And she goes, oh no, but it's right on the website. So I was like, well, let's pull up the paperwork now, right there in supervision. So here we are looking at the paperwork, and probably my interns were like looking at my face as it probably went from, not so good. So, you know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like, you know, parents, it's like, it might be something like okay for you, but it's not okay for your kid. And so it's like, here I am, I have my interns, they're my babies, and I'm going to release them into the world, and I just cannot let them have crappy paperwork or hand-me-down paperwork. So I was looking at this paperwork that this other clinician had, and it had like, not like a lot of holes, like it was like unwearable jeans, like a hole in the, well, anyway, in different areas that you can't have holes in to wear jeans. So I called Kate and I was like, we got to do something because I can't let my interns go out into the world having this paperwork that really leaves them open for liability.
Yeah, big time.
So if our interns were experiencing that and we experienced that, other clinicians were definitely experiencing that. So Kate and I went on a journey for like, I don't know, like 3-4 solid months, like combing through all of our paperwork, the ethics, the laws, researching, and we actually worked with 3 different attorneys to really bring our paperwork up to the highest quality level, ethical standard, and legal standard.
Yeah.
And so that's
how our paperwork was born.
Yes,
that's how it was born. So if you have any additional questions, make sure to check out our website, privatepracticestartup.com, and feel free to reach out to us and ask those questions. We'd be happy to answer them.
So thanks for allowing us to inspire you guys from startup to mastery. Have an awesome day.